Y'all know who I'm talking about. This brother with the dreadlocks. Uh, he's so interesting. He gives a lot of good advice and stuff, but he is not married.
And he's been doing it for a very long
He's
time.
been doing it for a long time. But he had a lot of he made a lot of really good points in this video. So we are gonna watch a quick clip of this and discuss.
Which now turns into attitudes, for some other issues that I will mention later on in this. Real. It's not real. It's a figment of our imagination.
He's saying 50-50
One other
relationships
point I
ain't
would
real.
make is that because of life throwing different things at us, we are naturally going to have different moments where one may be required to give more than the other due to certain circumstances. Someone is sick, maybe someone got laid off, whatever the case may be, right? So again, it never really stays 50-50 anyway. So pushing for that, I just feel like it's a setup for some other issues that I will mention later on in this video, all right? And a lot of frustration and resentment. Because once one of the parties feels, not even accurately can pinpoint, but feels that they're doing more than the other, we now have conflict, all right? And again, it may not even be that they actually are doing more. But let's just say that man feels like the burden has actually been more on him. And he comes on you like, I'm the one always doing this. And you're like, how dare you? Like, because to you, if anyone's been doing more, it was you. But you guys have your own perception of it because you're basing it off of feelings because there's no actual way to quantify it. There's no way to prove, no, I actually did more than you. So again, it becomes this pointless battle, which now turns into attitudes, resentment. Now intimacy takes a hit because we're not feeling each other, snowballs into all kinds of other issues. All right, let's move on. So the second reason why you should avoid men who want 50-50 relationships, and it perfectly connects with point number one, is that in the vast majority of cases, the burden is going to shift to you as a woman anyway. So think about what I mentioned with the children, okay? Think about doing things around the house, cleaning, things of that nature. Again.
Okay, we'll watch some more of that in a minute. But what are y'all's thoughts about what little y'all saw?
We'll start watching Stefan Speaks. Talking about, that's what I've been saying. Like, if you just said it.
Yes.
Yeah, he's right. Because the woman, we do be taking the stuff. I mean, I don't get stressed out about somebody else's stuff, which I need to. But I mean, but you know, like he kind of could be coming to you, complaining to you. You gotta listen to all his problems, pretend like you care, help him out, you know. And then you're gonna have to be. And then if you get married, you're gonna have to be cooking and cleaning and doing all that. So yeah, he's right. Like it's never just gonna be 50-50. So yeah, men shouldn't want that. I like
and what he does mention later on in the video is that the reason why it sways more toward the woman is because, like I've said over and over again, because when the man does help, she doesn't like how he helps, and she ends up doing it herself anyway. If she don't like how he's playing with the kids, if she don't like how he do dishes, if she don't like how he clean whatever, she'll say, I'll just do it myself. When a man, you know what I mean? I think a lot of women have that issue that we'll, you know, ask a man to do something and not like the way he doing it. Like he ain't doing it the way we want him to do it. That ain't how that work, lady. You gotta let the man do it how he do it. And mind your business. I had to keep reminding myself that. It had to get to a point where he was doing stuff. I had to get the hell out. Because I don't even want to see. Let me just mind my business, let him do his thing. But that's it. That's what it be. Like it can't be 50-50 because women want things a certain way a lot of times. And I'm sure there are men that way too, that want things done a certain way a lot of times and aren't willing to allow the spouse to do things their way. Rajay said, that's how I felt with my baby father. What a man says, when both partners come from humble beginnings, percentages are more irrelevant because the past, it was 0-0. Right? if that makes sense. It make perfect sense to me.
Mhm.
Make perfect sense to me. What do you ladies think?
I agree. I'm like, after living, you live by yourself for so long, I'm down for whatever. I
Yeah.
just need some. We can help.
Yeah.
You can help.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not fully opposed to it, just because it's not really just financially.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've been told by actually a couple of men that a man who like genuinely is like caring and who really wants the best for him and his partner, it's only 50-50 for a certain amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what he says too.
Like that's what I've been told. Like it's not where he wanted to do 50-50 forever. It's literally like 50-50 so we could save up as much money as ever, and so that eventually you don't have to work, because he does, and towards the end he really doesn't want you to be working like that. That's what I've been told
Mm-hmm.
by men. That's the
Okay.
purpose of the 50-50.
Right. Temporary. That's what he said. It should be temporary.
I mean, I just feel like, yeah, like I agree with what he said, to be honest. Like, it's never going to be fully, like, one way or the other. Like, having I don't know, how do you say, like, a standard for it to be a certain way, like a plan, it's just
Yeah.
not always going to go that way. Because, like he mentioned, sickness or, like, certain things, like, happen. Like, there's things that just happen in life where it's not always going to be 50-50 with everything that you do.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh yeah.
I think a lot of the stuff
I guess like arguing about that or breaking up over that is kind of like unrealistic because it just happens that way.
Yeah.
Is your internet purchase? Is it my internet or yours?
What'd you say, Tia? What were you about to say?
I didn't mean to cut you off. It paused, so I don't know if
It
it's
was
my
pausing. Yeah.
No, I think I was done. I think I was done talking, but
okay.
it like cut off again. I don't know. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, no, I was gonna say like I think the like it's 50-50 if we just base it like off of the financial stuff, like minus the other stuff. When I was younger, I think that I would be a lot more open to having like a 50-50, like as far as financial marriage when I was younger. Because we both figuring stuff out. We both figuring life out. Like, let's figure it out together. Let's help each other. Let's do all that. I'm now messing with men that are like 32 plus. So what you been doing this whole time? Where you ain't getting ready for a wife. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
So,
Right.
and I'm probably gonna get married like when I'm like 35. He's more than likely gonna be older than me. So it's like you're almost 40 and you ain't ready to take care of him. I don't know. So I think all men would do like where they would take care of their woman fully financially if they could.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the men that are just hell bent on, and I'm just talking about financially, the men that are like
Yeah.
hell bent on, no, it has to be 50-50, they just never see themselves being the full term provider, and that's on them and Jesus.
Right. He talks more about that deeper in the video where he's saying men who want to go 50-50 and women who want to go 50-50, usually there's a space, it's coming from an unhealed space, usually, like if that's what their standard is, because any man that truly cares for a woman wants to take care of her. It's like it's embedded in his nature as a man to want to take care of a woman, to want to take care of his family, to protect her, to provide. And yeah, it's in a man's nature. So if a man isn't doing that, he's saying if a man isn't coming out the gate like ready to provide, he's really not feeling you all like that.
Preach.
So
Facts.
was you
That's
gonna
the
say
same way
something?
like on dates.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever had somebody you go on a date with somebody and then they're like, oh yeah, like let's go Dutch. Like
Never.
you pay.
And I wouldn't mind either, but I've never had that.
I
She
haven't
said,
had that. Yeah,
she
'cause I
said,
was like,
dudes be telling her put her money away.
I don't even bring my
And I
wallet.
would be like, oh, I don't mind. I don't be tripping. I'm paying a little $10, $12, $15. They be like, oh, hell no, put that away. They be offended. I ain't never had a man ask to go Dutch.
Okay.